Hi guys. Okay. Here we go. Just do a bit of housework. Hey guys. Let me just do this. And then I will be with you. That's what I'm after. Okay. All right. There we go. So put this a bit closer. There we go. That's better. A bit chilly here this morning. But it is supposed to be 31 degrees. No, that's not right. Let me just... That's what I want. Yeah. It's all... I don't like this whole reverse mirror thing. It's just... It's confusing. Anyway, how are you guys? A lot of people on already. It's going to be a good day. I know it. I know it's going to be a good day. It's beautiful. There's not a cloud in sight. It's a good day. It's going to be hot. This week is going to be weekend, and next week is going to be hot. Bring on winter. We haven't even got into summer yet. Oh, hey, John. Hey, everybody. Paula, hello, sweet friend. I have missed you. Why? Why have you missed me? It's only been a couple of days. What exactly is the project you are going to do? I don't know. I have an idea. I have a plan, but straight after the redemption appointment, I'm going to take 3 months off. Just not even going to think about projects. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to basically find myself and my family somewhere to live. And then I'm going to just forget about the last 4 years and just find out who I am again, deal with my PTSD, and which I'm dealing with, and it's pretty good until I'm triggered, and then it all comes flooding back. I was like, oh, okay, time to heal more of that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take 3 months off, and then my family and I will decide where we go from there. One project which we will absolutely be doing is at least a small horse rescue for racehorses and Spanish horses. So we want to import at least 10 to 12, Spanish horses, and we just want a massive acreage just to put the racehorses, and including the brumbies that's being shot, murdered, literally murdered. We want to set up something for them. So they're the ones we would definitely be doing. I do want to do a spiritual education kind of center thing. How much involvement I'll have in that, I don't know. I do want to do the boot camp. I won't have any involvement in it. I'll hire the people and give them the money, and away they go. And I want to donate to a couple of animal rescues around the world, and like the elephants, and rescuing the big cats out of their torture chambers, and the bears, and I want to donate to already set up rescues and things like that. So yeah, but 3 months and then we start. Okay. Will general healing in medbeds get rid of hormonal weight? Yes, you won't be hormonal. your hormones will be in balance. Therefore, you won't have the weight. Okay. Hope all is well with you and your family. I appreciate you taking the time with us to bring awareness. It's an absolute pleasure. I was going to do this later today, and then I saw the weather. It's like, nope. Get out of bed, drag your sorry backside out of bed, and I ain't sitting here on the veranda in 31, 32-degree heat. Nope, not going to happen. Nope. Yeah, waiting on the med beds. I know. Look, med beds are here. They're here. They're installed. The teams are on standby. You know, that the first wave, remember there's 3 waves of medbed operators, medbed staff. You got the first wave who will be called in when redemption appointment notifications are released. They'll be called in to do the humanitarians plus the 8 plus their pets healing. They're on standby. Literally, they're on standby. They're ready. The centers are stocked. They're all installed. They are ready to go. And then when the beds are released to the public, meaning that when they're introduced to the public as military created technology and they're in a trial stage, who would like to take part in the trial? It's not a trial, that is the release. Then the second wave of medbed operators will be called in. And then about 6 to 9 months later, the third wave of medbed operators will be called in. That's when they predict the most amount of people will want healing, is in 6 to 9 months after the release of the beds, when word starts to spread. So the first wave, they're ready and roaring to go. So, yep. They're there. They're there. And this week we've lost about 7 humanitarians or their partners just this week alone. Yeah. I know the whole spiritual thing. I know that it is the spirit's choice. If they're meant to make it to a med bed and go continue, then they will. If not, their spirit opts to check out. I know that. But at the same time, my heart says, white hat, you have blood on your hands. Yeah. Anyway, it's cold, snowing, and cloudy here in Wisconsin. Yeah, well, you guys are going into winter. We're going into the hot summer, very hot summer. And it's already going to be 36, 37 degrees. We haven't even reached summer yet. Anyway. Hi, Carrie, you're looking marvelous. No, I'm not, actually. Oh, next door has started. I've put on a lot of weight because a few weeks ago I hurt my knee and my elbow. I still can't bend my elbow much. So my exercises are on hold. So all that hard work I've done, I've actually put it back on again. And I'm like, yeah, I can't even lift this, which has hardly any water in it, with my left hand because of the pain in my elbow. I literally basically can't do anything with my left arm because of the pain in my elbow. And I've no idea what it is, and I'm not going to a doctor because they'll just have an x-ray and they'll come up with some other crappy thing. So whatever, heal thyself. So it's all good. Do you have sunburn? Probably. I went out riding my horse yesterday. She's such an angel. Such an angel. It's like, she's a gift from heaven. She really is. It's just, I've had quite a few horses like her, and every one of them is just as special as the next. They're all special. All of them are so special, but sometimes there's just one or two that really, really stand out. She is one of them. She's an incredibly gifted being. So yes, I probably am sunburned. How's your mum? She's good. She's good. She's not declining. She's kind of not getting better, and she's not getting worse. She's staying at pretty much at the same place, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. I hope you get a house soon. Oh, thank you. Me too. All I want is just 5 acres in the middle of nowhere for my horses and my family. As long as it's got internet, that's all I want. But nope. Anyway. Where are we? What are the celestial chambers compared to the medbeds? Okay, this is a good question. This is one that does not come up that often. So celestial chambers is an idea of healing technology that was downloaded or given to Jared Rand. I don't follow Jared Rand. He thinks I'm a fraud, but whatever. But they're not built yet. He doesn't have the funding. Okay, so the difference is one has been in operation for the past 70 years and one isn't built. That's the main difference. Okay, so they are completely different. I don't really know what celestial chambers are, except they're not built. Okay, so when somebody says, and a lot of people confuse celestial chambers with medbeds, they are not. Okay, they are not. Because I don't follow people who don't research. Okay, who just go, yeah, this is it, and just go based on what people are saying. If you're going to give information, you need to check it out. Okay, and it's so many people have been truthers, or so-called truthers, have been asked, is Skye Prince scamming people? Is Skye Prince a fraud? And without a second thought, without taking 1 second to think about it, they say, yes, she is, simply because they heard it from somebody else. Those people I don't waste my time with. Literally, don't waste my time with. Okay, so if you want to know about celestial chambers, you need to watch Jared Rand, but they are not the medbeds, and they are not built yet. Okay. Okay. Are you sore after a medbed treatment? No. The only thing you may experience, 2 things you may experience after medbeds. A high vibration, so you may feel buzzing, lightheaded, dizziness, for 24 to 48 hours, okay, depending on how sick you were before the treatment, okay. That will depend on how much buzzing and dizziness and lightheaded, not so much dizzy, but almost a feeling of not quite being in your body kind of thing, because you're vibrating so high where before you're vibrating so low. Okay, so you will feel buzzing. You will feel like you're walking on a cloud, literally. One thing that's important, if you have had a major medbed procedure, like you were very sick, it's important to be hydrated, well hydrated after, for at least 24 to 48 hours after. Okay, this just helps you to ground. Okay, and to bring yourself back to a comfortable space. Alrighty. If you're very high vibe before your medbed treatment, then you're probably not going to notice that much after. Okay, just good health. Alrighty. Hi, Kerry, love from UK. It's flippin' freezing here. Yeah, snowing. I've only seen the snow twice in my life. Once was not a good experience. And the second time, I actually competed a horse while it was snowing. I was doing a dressage test with a flurry of snow. That was really cool. However, my horse didn't like it. It was like, what's these things hitting my head? What is it falling from the sky? So my horse was very distracted in the snow. She'd never seen it before, ever. She did really well, really, really well. She actually came third in that competition. For a horse never seen the snow and having to compete in an international level competition in the snow, she did really well. So, seems such a waste. Medbeds are already installed. Teams are on standby for so long, but still nothing's going on. There's a lot going on. There really is. We're just not seeing it. And it's frustrating for us because we don't see it. Hang on, I just had a scammer pop up in my group. Where are you? Let me find you. There you are. There you are. Away with you, scammer. Got to catch these ones. Oh, yeah. It is the Friday, 22nd of November, and it is 7 minutes past 6 in the morning. That's what time it is. 6 to 9 months is when they expect the most amount of people to have medbed treatment. Okay. So basically what it's been said is when notifications are released for redemption appointments, the RV, that's when the medbeds will be available to the humanitarians, meaning those people receiving humanitarian funds. Okay. Now, those people can nominate up to 8 people to have medbed treatment. Now, keep in mind that if you have a medbed treatment before they're announced to the public, before they're disclosed, you will be required to sign an NDA. Now, if you're a humanitarian and you nominate somebody, let's say they're in a wheelchair and they work in an office job, they can't go back to their job, okay, because they can't walk. And then the very next day, here they are walking, okay? So there's a lot to consider when nominating someone for a medbed treatment. One, can they financially afford the time off and not go back to work? Do they have somewhere they can go after their medbed treatment, because they will be under an NDA, so they're not going to just be able to go back to work or back into their family or something like that. Okay. Are they capable of keeping a secret? Okay. Are they capable of abiding by their NDA? Okay. Because from what I've been told, if one of the people that you nominate for early medbed treatment breaks their NDA intentionally, then there is repercussions for both you and that person. Now, this sounds really harsh, and I really don't think they're going to be that harsh on you if somebody else breaks their NDA. But they want to put that out there because this is really, really serious. Remember, this is a war, and you are being gifted the opportunity to utilize technology before it's made available to the rest of the population. And because you've just got hundreds of millions or billions or trillions of dollars through humanitarian funding, they expect you to have good judgment. Okay? So good judgment. All right. It's really, really important to make sure that you choose the right people. Now, the only ones I'm putting on my list of 8 is my mum and my brother. Why? Because they're my mum and my brother. They can keep a secret, and we will be disappearing into the middle of nowhere. So, no problem. Absolutely no problem. So, it's really, really important that you have some good judgment, okay? Okay. My mother figure is in the hospital with a serious blood infection. The antibiotics are not kicking in. This could potentially kill her. Can I get her into a med bed when I make my appointment? You can nominate her as one of your aides. Okay. I agree. Redemption Center, new place, help all I can, and forget about the last 20 years of waiting. Yeah, exactly. I have cardiology and AFB. I'm on blood thinners. Would I need to stop them before my treatment? No. You can have all your medications on the morning of or while you're at the medbed center. Okay, the medbed does not require any preparation for the actual procedure. Okay, now when we're talking about losing weight or this 3-month program, that is not for the actual procedure. It is for your healing following the procedure. Okay, so all the prehabilitation. So, for example, if you are extremely overweight, you eat nothing but fast food, you sit on the computer playing games all day, you don't exercise, guess what? You're going into a 3-month program to get your life in order before you go in the medbed. And this is because the medbed is a gift. Why give you something, a treatment that will heal you, make you perfect, only for you to continue your lifestyle which made you sick in the first place? Okay, so smoking, alcohol, drugs, okay, all these kinds of things will be required for you to make a real effort to quit before having your treatment. Okay, simply because the medbed doesn't change your mind, it just changes your physical. So when you come out of the medbed, even though you won't have the physical addiction, you will still have the mental addiction. Okay, so you really need to choose healthy habits now, so that you don't have to go through this 3-month program. Okay, and then your healing after, it's easy. Okay, so really, really important. Okay, but there is no other um, like prior treatments. So if you've got an implant, you don't need to have the implants removed before the medbed. The medbed does it. If you've got a wound, okay, the dressings can stay on. The medbeds will dissolve the dressings as well as heal the wounds. Okay, so there is really no physical preparation for a medbed treatment. Okay. It's very possible it's an ascension symptom. I thought of that. I did think of that actually, my knee and my elbow, because I didn't hurt my knee and I didn't hurt my elbow. It's just overnight it hurt. Yeah, but I'm more inclined to think it's been done to me to prevent me from doing certain things that those in charge of what they do to me don't want me to do. Let's just put it that way. It's like preventing me from doing something. Writing will help you get in shape. Yes. And I'm going to be riding her Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, depending on weather. The weather's been really crap. Every time I've got time to go and ride her, it's started raining. Or there's a storm, or it's been too hot. I won't ride a horse above 27 degrees Celsius unless it's preparing for a competition. It's just not worth it. It's too hot. I'm uncomfortable. The horse is uncomfortable. And they don't concentrate. I don't concentrate. The flies are ridiculous. And I'm not preparing for the Olympics. I'm preparing to have fun and enjoy my time with my horse. And I don't want to put her in discomfort as well as me simply for my pleasure. So I've been riding her once a week, which, is fine. I would love to ride her more, and my plan is to ride her 3 times a week. That's more than enough for a pleasure horse and for myself. And I remembered yesterday why riding a horse for 1 hour is like doing 5 hours in the gym. It all came flooding back, and I was only riding her for 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I've run a marathon. How you can be extremely, well, I'm going to be a little judgmental here simply because I don't understand it. How you can be overweight and ride horses is one of the biggest mysteries on this planet, because riding horses properly is like doing 5 hours in the gym. It's the best exercise. And I'm like, how can you be overweight and ride a horse? It's like, oh my god. But yes, all good. If I don't have a project but I want to donate to a qualified project, will I still be one of the first people to get my son with autism into the medbeds? Okay, it's not about projects, it's about the funds. Okay, so the Alliance isn't approving your projects, they're approving you. Okay, so if you receive humanitarian funds, whether you have a project or not, then you get early medbed treatment. Okay, it has changed a little bit to what it was originally, and as times change, information will change to keep with the times and to keep with what they're planning. Okay, the changing timelines and all that. So it has changed a little bit. So as long as you yourself receive humanitarian funds, not for your projects, but you, then yeah. Okay. Are there any other medical technologies apart from medbeds and the healing wand? Yes, there's many. What? I don't know, but there are many. Let's see. I totally agree with what you said about the white hats. Yeah. How we see you is valid. You look extra bright and healthy, even if you're temporarily not exercising and feel bad about it. Yeah. No, thank you. Oh dear. Any questions I write gets ghosted. No, I don't ghost anybody's questions. It's just if they have been answered a trillion times, then there's no need to answer. Otherwise, you know. Do you own XRP? No, I don't. Is your third eye open after having medbed treatment? It depends. Okay, your third eye will be cleansed. Okay, but your level of spiritual development will depend on how much access you have to your third eye. Okay, you're not going to go into the medbed not knowing a thing about spirit and come out a full medium, full telepathic. No, you're not ready for it. You haven't done the work. You haven't prepared for that. So your level of spiritual development will determine how much access you have to your third eye. I consider myself high vibe, but do you have to be a higher vibration to have cellulite removed and fat trimmed in your problem areas? I'm good with my body, but minimally, can't even say it. It's too early. Would love to be rid of this. A general healing would get rid of most of it, okay? But you do need to meet a certain vibrational frequency to make any changes to your body, like sculpting your body, getting rid of the extra fat. Yeah, if that makes sense. If you lose a lot of weight in the medbed, then will the saggy skin be tightened and can you enhance muscle mass? So if you are overweight, let's say you are 150 kilos, okay, the medbed would only take off 20 kilos. And then you'd be in a 3-month diet, exercise, life program. So you'd be in that program before the weight to lose as much as you can for 3 months. And then you have your treatment. It would only take off 20, 25 kilos, something like that. Then you go back into the program to lose more weight. So it would be gradual, okay? You're not going to go in 150 kilos and come out 60 kilos, okay? It's going to be gradual because they want to use the med beds to assist you in losing the weight yourself, okay? They don't want people just to be really unhealthy and really not taking responsibility for their own health and then jump in a med bed and then go back to doing the same thing. They want you to develop the healthy lifestyle so that you can remain healthy. Okay. But yes, the skin will be tightened. Okay. Can you put on muscle mass? Yes. However, you need to be of a higher vibrational frequency to do that, okay, than just a general healing. Are you going to do the Space Buddy course now that you're not going on that new job you mentioned? I will be going on that new job. I just don't know when. Okay. So if I do go, then Kara will most likely do the courses. Okay. I heard there are med beds in all 50 states. There's med beds in every single major city worldwide. Worldwide. There's some in country areas, okay, but if you're in a place where there isn't one, then you will be assigned to your nearest one, and if you can't get there, then they'll organize transport for you. Okay. Med beds are in every major city worldwide. Okay. Worldwide. Remember, it's quite funny. A lot of the comments that I see is, why are med beds only in America? They're not. They are worldwide. The problem is most of the Intel providers are American. So most of the Intel is specific to America. And then the rest of the world thinks, well, what's about my country? What about my country? Okay. Just remember, the Intel providers, most of them are from America. That's why most information is regarding America. Okay. So remember, worldwide. And they will be revealed to the world all at the same time. It's not going to be one country here, one country there. It will be global at the same time. Okay. What are the limitations of body sculpting? You said we could not be much more than an inch taller. What else is restricted? That depends on your vibrational frequency. Okay. Your frequency will limit what can be done. Now, the reason why they don't want to increase or decrease height by more than an inch or so is because your spirit chose that experience. Okay, you chose to be that height, and you chose that for a reason. When possibly in the future, further down the track, they may change that. Okay, but they want to stick to basically good health. Okay, the higher the frequency, the more capable you are of changing your body. Remember, it's all about the consciousness. Okay, so yeah. Can I get a family friend in the medbed when I go? She has dementia. Would she have to sign an NDA? Dementia can go in the medbed, early medbed, but she would have to sign an NDA following her treatment. Okay. I have 4 ailments plus had 2 major operations. Can the medbed sort all out at the same time? Everything's done in the one procedure, unless the the person is such a ridiculous, complicated case. Then it would be maybe 2, maybe 3. Severely obese would be several. Okay, so 99% of the population will be one. Have everything done in the one session, because it might be a couple of years before you get back in a med bed unless you have some kind of accident. Okay, so make sure you get everything done, and yeah, okay, because it might be a while before you can have a chance to get back in a bed. You don't come with any evidence of what you're saying, you only talk about it. Well, yeah, it's military, um, It's classified military technology. If I showed evidence, I would not be here right now. I would have disappeared along with the evidence. That's why nobody will show you evidence. Okay? Nobody will until they're ready to release it. So all I can do, all anybody can do is talk about it. I wish it was different, but it's not. People have come out with evidence, and as soon as they bring it out, they and the evidence disappear like that. Okay? So remember that military classified technology. We're not talking about a new wonder drug here, okay, that's released to pharmacies around the world. All right? This is highly classified, it's highly secretive, it's highly protected, okay? It's controlled by the military. And then you're probably asking, well, why are you allowed to talk about it? To educate the world. That's my job. I'm an educator. Okay? I've asked myself this many times, why am I allowed to talk about this? Other people have talked about it and they've been shot at. And I started asking myself, why haven't I been shot at? Why am I still allowed to talk about this? Well, it turns out there have been 5 attempts on my life that I didn't even know about. One just, a couple of weeks ago. So, yep. That's why I'm allowed to talk about it, because I am part of disclosure for the medbeds. Okay? So, yeah. What if RV doesn't happen this year? Then we continue to live our life as we wish. Can you talk about soul transfers? Are they the same? Transfer beds, are they the same for the double beds? So basically, with the soul transfer, now what you must understand, yes, religious people, oh my God, it's demonic. No, it's not. Your physical body is just a car, it's just a vehicle. Okay. So your spirit inhabits your body just like you drive your car. When your car gets in a major accident and can no longer be repaired, you go buy another one. Same with your body. When your body is no longer able to be repaired, or you no longer want it to be repaired and you want an upgrade or something different, your spirit chooses a different body. Okay, now this is commonly used in the secret space program with soldiers. Okay, with soldiers. This is not going to be something that is done regularly, if pretty much at all. Maybe once a year worldwide, okay, on one person, maybe once a year, maybe one person a year. Basically, what they do is they take your spirit and your consciousness and your energetic self out of your body, and they transfer it into another body. Now, it's not the difference in the beds, okay? Under the bed, okay, under where your head will lay, under there is a compartment where you have a little, what I've been told is a little black box. In the secret space program, it was black, but the new beds, it might be silver, grey, something like that. But it's a little box like this, a little cube. And when you lay on the bed, you will be put to sleep, okay? You will be put to sleep. The bed will put you to sleep, control your mind. That little box basically is like a vacuum, and it brings out your spirit, your consciousness, and your energetic self, and it stores it in this box, this cube. Then they take that cube and they go to another bed where there is already your new body prepared, healed, everything else, everything done to it that is needed. Then they put that cube under the bed again in the same place as where they got it out of the other one. And then they press a few buttons, and then instead of the vacuum sucking it out, it pushes it in. Okay, it releases it into you. The whole thing takes about 15 minutes, literally. And then they make sure they do a full scan, and they'll probably do a 5-minute healing or something like that, make sure everything's in place, and then they wake you up. No, it's not demonic. See, I told you. Very first comment, demonic. For the love of God. Anyway, no, it's not demonic. They do it all the time. The galactics do it all the time. The higher dimensionals do it all the time. Okay, it's just changing vehicles. That's all it is. It is nothing more. It is nothing less. Okay, it's really, really simple. And it would only, small-minded thinkers. Yeah, usually, no, I won't say that. So yeah, it's really, really simple. And in the Secret Space program, we do it all the time. All the time. I've done it many times, where they've taken my spirit, my consciousness, and my energetic self, and left my body here. They've taken the rest of me, and they've put me into another physical body in the Secret Space program, a fourth density, eighth dimensional body, and away they go. Away I go and do my job. Okay, it happens all the time. Okay, you have probably yourself had it done once or twice. Alrighty, if you're in the Secret Space program, then yeah, you've had it done many times at least. Alrighty, so it's a very, very normal thing, very normal. However, it's not going to be normally done in the public. Okay, it really won't. So no need to worry about it. It's just, there's no point. It's used for soldiers, it's used for missions, it's used for a lot of people that have been working in the underground tunnels. They have a cloned body that's actually in the tunnels, and have had a soul transfer for that particular job. Okay, so yeah. Can medbeds change the sex of a person? Transgender surgery? Yes, they can. However, in order for that procedure to be approved, there will be extensive counseling, okay, through the spiritual counselors, and that would probably go through the specialty units within the military. So it's not going to be, just your regular spiritual counselors. Okay, that's more of a specialty. All right. I don't recall details of addiction healing and follow-up counseling along with medical healing. Well, yeah, 90% of people who go through medbeds will have follow-ups. Okay, if you need counseling, it'll be there. If you need to stay at a healing center, it'll be there. Okay, 90% of people will have a follow-up. Alrighty, or several follow-ups. Okay, you're not just going to go into the medbeds and then throw you out. See you later. Okay, this is person-to-person care. Okay, we actually give a shit about you, unlike the current system. All right. You always talk about weight as though it's an evidence of bad lifestyle and weakness. Some of us have battled weight gain all our lives and gained weight with the slightest deviation from perfection. Okay, well then that is hormonal. Okay, that's hormonal, that's chemical imbalances, which means your body will be perfect after the procedure. Okay, when I talk about overweight people, what I'm referring to is people with unhealthy lifestyles, not people that have trouble with their weight, but the ones that don't have trouble with their weight, they just lead an unhealthy lifestyle, which causes the weight. Okay, they're the ones I'm referring to. Okay. With the question, general healing, how much can that be expected to change the appearance, considering the need to disappear, not go back to work? Hard to judge, probably, but if you take yourself as an example. If I take myself as an example, then I can come straight back to work. You would see me with a general healing. I would have long hair. That's something that I want. I would probably have lost 20 kilos, and I'm 44 Earth years, so I would probably look around 25. And I still look get rid of the weight, and I still look the same as what I did when I was 25. So you're not going to see much of a difference with me, except long hair and thinner. Somebody who is bedridden, all of a sudden they can walk. um, yeah. So it's going to be different for each person. Okay. So, for example, my mum, she's 80. She walks with a frame. She's got a wound on a foot. She's diabetic. She's losing weight. She's full of health problems. So with her, just a general basic healing, change nothing. She would look like a very healthy 40-year-old. She wouldn't have a wound. Her skin would be nice and tight. She'd be healthy, very healthy looking. She could not go back to work if she was working. Okay. So it is totally dependent on each individual. All right. So be aware of that. Does age regression change physical appearance or just health? No, because your health changes, your physical appearance will change. So with age regression, if you're 80 and you want to age regress, let's say to 30, you will appear and feel like a 30-year-old. Your entire body would be that of a 30-year-old, healthy 30-year-old. Okay. So, yeah, your whole body changes. Okay. And you don't lose any memories or anything like that. Okay. Basically, you have an 80-year-old mind in a 30-year-old body. Okay. All the knowledge, the wisdom, the experiences, memories, everything you retain. Okay. Mosquitoes. Is it too late to sign up for a humanitarian project? No, it's not. Will we get regen tanks for lost limbs and such? Medbed does that. Um, where are we? Love the video with you riding your horse. Not sure what video you're talking about. There's plenty of me riding horses in competitions. Actually, there's not that many, but there's a few. But I'm not too sure what video you're referring to. Do you have any knowledge on hologram tech? Do they make the holograms using a 3D software? Couldn't tell you for the life of me. Sorry, I have no idea. Can medbeds change a person to an animal or vice versa? Yes. Medbeds can literally change you into an animal. Will it be permitted? Absolutely not. But yes, they can. Because all it is it's a reconfiguration of the cells, of the cellular structure. That's it. It will never be permitted, at least not in the next 200 to 300 years. After that, possibly. Humanity's consciousness is nowhere near that level of change. Okay, so you can stop thinking about that for the next 200 to 300 years. Will the solar flash also heal us? It will assist. Okay, remember, the better health you're in, the more healing you will have. Okay, the better health you will have. For psychic projects, can I work with the Galactics? You can request, but it's the Galactics' choice to work with you. Okay, remember that. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay, remember that. It's not you. It's not you wanting to work with them. It's the Galactics saying you're ready. Okay, they choose who is ready and who is not. Have you seen the medbeds in real life? Yes. Yes. I have worked with the Secret Space Program for just over 80 years. working with the med beds, teaching people how to use the med beds. That's my job. I'm a contractor to the Secret Space Program to specifically educate people using the healing technology med beds. Okay, that's why I'm allowed to talk about it, and that's why I'm the only one, the only one that seems on Earth that talks in details about med beds, because that is my specialty. Okay, so yes, I've seen them many, many, many times. I was taken not last night, the night before actually. I think it was for a medical procedure. I went to sleep at 10:30 and I woke up at 11, having slept something like 12 hours. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I've been asleep for half an hour. No, never, never. And then the more I thought about it, the more I received the information that, yeah, no, you weren't sleeping. you weren't you weren't asleep in your bed. But I think I was taken for a medical procedure. More information to come. I quit smoking for 4 years. However, losing my mum, dog, and boyfriend in 6 months, I sadly started again. I have cut back a lot. Will I still have to go to 3 months before a medbed? That totally depends. Okay, that will be up to the medbed team for that. Hard to do all the exercises and things when on supplemental oxygen, but truly looking forward to it. Yeah, sometimes the exercises you do is literally changing your outlook on life. Remember, when you physically can't do something, that's where this needs to kick in. Okay, that's where you yourself needs to change your outlook, learn or see the opportunity in what being on oxygen has or provides. Okay, look at life from a different perspective. Open your mind and see the wonderful opportunities. Okay, that's the exercises you can do when you physically can't exercise. Okay, use your mind instead. The med beds in hospitals. I have heard there are some med beds in some hospitals disguised as just another wing or just another ward. That's what I've heard. In some hospitals, not all. You said I was 725, 550. Is that high enough for body changes? I would say some body changes, not all. I would say some, yeah. What if you're disabled and use a walker to get around to stay active, but very limited in exercising, eat pretty healthy? Do you have to wait 3 months before getting into bed? I think I just answered that one. Um, Secrecy as added layer of protection. Exactly. I thought you will have an off-world project to do. No, I've been off-world for a long time. Right now, I just want to kick back. I want to enjoy my horses. I want to enjoy being in the country, away from people, getting off the internet, getting my family and getting a house, getting somewhere to live that's not full of negativity. I have no interest in going off world anytime soon. I've done it for so long, and it's just, I want to relax for a while. The birds in Australia make the craziest sounds. Yeah, we've got two nests over there, and they've both got babies in them. Actually, I think I see three nests now. Yeah, so we've got a lot of birds here. The EBS would be a great way to disclose med beds to the world. Yes, it would. You once said that the military can take someone to a med bed, basically taking charge of that person. Is consent from the legal guardian unnecessary where the person can't communicate verbally? If it is in the patient's best interest, then the legal guardian's consent is not necessary. Okay, so if there is a dispute or Pardon me. If there's a dispute between family members and one wants it, one doesn't, and the legal guardian says no, but that person may die or may have indicated that they want to be healed and healthy and continue living, then the military can take charge of that person. Yeah. If breast implants are removed, will the saggy boobs be sorted? Yes. Remember, people, the medbed procedure will make your body perfect in every way. Okay? So if you've got saggy boobs now, your boobs will be perky. Perfect. If you've got cellulite or scars, stretch marks from giving birth or whatever, stretch marks gone. Okay? Your body will be perfect in every way. Okay? Also, there was a discussion in the Telegram group of teeth, wisdom teeth, having your teeth too big to fit your mouth. Your teeth will be grown according to the size of your mouth. Your body will be perfect. Okay? I know it's hard to understand for a lot of people what perfect actually means, but most people, when I say you will be perfect, they say, oh, but what about this? Perfect. But what about perfect? But what? Perfect. Which part of perfect don't you get? Okay, so perfect. Alrighty. How do they determine if they'll notify you? They won't notify you. Okay. Um, if you if you're like me, going to a redemption appointment, okay, that's where I'll be able to book my medbed appointment. I'll get the details on how to book my medbed appointment. If you're part of the public, then you need to wait until they are disclosed and the national phone number in your country given so that you can book your appointment. If they are taking somebody or coming to get somebody in a hospital or something like that, it's either that your records or your admission, whatever, has popped up on their radar, or they know someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone, or you have rang them and booked their appointment, and then they'll come and get you. Okay, so, but no one's just going to send you a message and say, "Hey, would you like a medbed treatment?" Okay, if they do, it's a scam. Okay, it's your responsibility to book your appointment. All right. From being in programs off-world, would our memories be increased from these missions from medbed treatment? Sometimes. If those memories are needed to move forward with your projects or what you need in this life, then yes. Most memories will remain hidden, okay, from the off-world projects, simply because you don't need them. Okay. So it just depends on the person, it depends on the memories, it depends on what's needed, it depends on your level of conscious development, your spiritual development, a whole range of different things. Okay, if you've got medbed training, then most likely, yeah, you will get those memories back. If you've got the spiritual training, yes, you will probably get those memories back. If you've got memories of being blown up, of being eaten by an ET in the gladiator games, or being a slave, or something like that, then no, because those memories don't serve you in any way. Okay, so it all depends on the memory, the purpose, you. Okay, so it's, yeah, go away, bugs. So with a general healing, every single person will get a new set of teeth. You don't even have to request it. That's just part of a general healing. If you don't want a new set of teeth, or if you want to keep your gold tooth or something, then tell them, okay? And they'll cross it off. Really simple, okay? Are you going to do the live broadcast of the medbed? That is my plan. If so, do you have an idea when? No. No clue. It'll be after the redemption appointments and before the worldwide disclosure, or as part of the worldwide disclosure. Okay. Would it take multiple trips for autoimmune with internal issues and multiple metal implants take several visits? No, one visit, one session. Can the beds put weight on you? I desperately need to put weight on. Yes, they certainly can. If they can take it off, they can put it on. What if you had a psychological condition like eating disorder? Then the spiritual counselors will help you there. Is it alien technology? Yes, it comes from the Pleiades. Has Trump got anything to do with medbeds? Yes and no. Okay, remember Trump is the spokesperson, meaning the one in front of the alliance. He's the one in the public. Is he bringing out the medbeds personally? No. It's the military. It's the alliance. It's a galactic alliance. It's a whole team effort. Okay, remember, no one person does any of this. Okay, so this is why I can't understand why people say Trump is our savior. Can't do anything unless Trump's back in office. I'm sorry, but this is so much more than Trump. Okay, this is an entire alliance. This is made up of hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, not just one person. Alrighty, so while he has everything to do with medbeds, he actually has nothing to do with medbeds. Alright, he's the spokesperson for the alliance. Okay, that's it. It's the people behind him that has everything to do with it. Okay. If you need any kind of procedures or anything now, then have it now. Okay, don't wait for a medbed. People have died because they've put off treatment, believing and thinking medbeds will be available before it gets too bad. We don't know when the redemption appointment notifications will arrive. We don't know when the medbeds will be available to the public. Okay, if you need medical treatment, go and get your treatment. Don't put it off. All right. How were the elite able to use the medbed successfully with low frequency? They didn't. They held the medbeds for their own purposes, but they could not use the medbeds themselves. That's why they took adrenochrome, because the medbeds will not work on people who have sold their soul. Okay? That's the purpose of the adrenochrome, to replace the medbeds, because they won't activate. Okay? We were told that overweight people will have to go multiple times to have the weight completely off, and that it will be very uncomfortable afterwards. No, that's not true. Not true at all. Yes, they will have to go multiple times, but uncomfortable afterwards? Absolutely not. Why would they? They're losing the weight. That would only make you more comfortable. That doesn't even make sense. Okay, so mosquitoes. Do you still go by Skye? I prefer Kerry, and the reason I've gone back to my birth name is because I'm going through my PTSD. I'm dealing with it, and the reason I had to change from my birth name to Skye was because of something that happened and caused a whole lot of trauma. Because I'm working through all the trauma over the last 7 years, I've gone back to my original name, which is confronting, but it feels more comfortable and it feels more right. So I prefer Kerry, but I'll answer to Skye as well. Can fragments of souls come into a body with an existing soul? Yes, melding. Yeah. Yes, medbeds will heal Alzheimer's Remember, med beds will cure, heal, or dramatically improve every single thing that is physical. And Alzheimer's has a physical cause. Okay, if it's physical, the answer is yes. Alrighty. Okay. If you have a genetic predisposition where you put on weight, will the med bed take away the body's need to put on the weight? Yes, because it will heal um, the genetics. Okay. Do we need to bring smaller size clothes if we lose, say, 20 pounds or so? Give us a new ID. Um, if you're just losing 20 pounds, then take a size of clothes smaller, but I don't think they'll give you a new ID just for losing 20 pounds. Okay. Who can I contact to offer my help to other people's humanitarian projects? Um, it depends on what kind of project you want to help in. Is it a medbed? Then join your local medbed group on Telegram. Um, is it an ocean group? Then find an ocean group. It totally depends on what projects you're referring to. How will we know when the medbeds are released to the public, especially if you don't use internet? Word of mouth? Probably. I've been told they will be broadcasted on TV as well, on the mainstream media. Okay, so yeah. The movie Avatar was that. Yeah, the movie Avatar is, it's not exactly soul transfer, it's more um, using technology to control a physical body. It's not exactly a soul transfer, but it's showing basics of what can be done. If a person has to do a program for weight, are they required to stay on the premises until the next procedure or until the weight is completely reduced? Um, that depends on the person. Some people that are really overweight have also a lot of health issues, might benefit them to stay on the premises, to stay at a healing centre. Some people that are fully self-caring and don't have that many health issues then can go home. Okay, so yeah. My sister wants to know, if you had a nose job, if you will retain the current nose shape as opposed to the nose shape born with. So the general healing will take the nose back to the nose you were born with, and then after, while you're looking on the screen at your scan appointment, then you can shape the nose. Okay, so general healing will take your body back to the way it was, but perfect, and then that's when you make the changes that you want. Okay. Do all people who have or are clones have their original spirit transferred to the clone? Not always. Not always. They can split your spirit and take a portion of it or a copy of it. Okay. Um, if you decide to regress your age, are you required to work the additional years until retirement age? And this is something that a lot of people are not quite getting. Okay. What comes with medbeds is Nasara Jasara. You won't need to work to survive. The work you will do is your passion, is what excites you. So if you're an animal lover, okay, you may work at an animal rescue. Is that work? No, it's not work. It's your passion. Okay, so with all of this comes a change in mindset. All right, so if you love numbers, and you want to stay as an accountant because you love numbers. That's not you working. That's you following your passion. Okay. Um, Nobody ever has to work to survive with becoming Nasara Jasara. Okay, so really important. Redefine your beliefs about work and find it is what you're passionate about, what excites you, and then go towards that. And then you'll never work another day in your life. Okay? It's all about flipping that switch from survival to abundance. Okay? JP on Dr. Salah's channel had one that was only set to 30%. Makes no sense. I've spoken about JP before. I do not believe he's having medbed treatment, medbed healing. I don't believe that one bit. I believe he is part of some kind of trial or experiment where they are testing out new technologies disguised as medbeds. And because he doesn't really know, and you can tell by the way he speaks that he doesn't really know what he's talking about, he's just describing his experience. He doesn't really understand it, that he doesn't know it's not a medbed. Okay, it is some other technology that they are trialing, and he's the guinea pig. Okay, so yeah, when he talks about having a medbed experience, he's actually referring to he's part of some trial with a new technology. He just doesn't understand that. Okay. Are there chambers for the animals in the same place for us? In some places, some centres, the animal healing chambers may be on the same property at the same location as the human medbeds. Mostly they will be in different places, okay, simply because you're not going to have cows come to the city. Okay. You're not going to have a bunch of cattle and sheep come into the city, okay? So they may be different locations, all right? How many years and how many times is age regression possible? Hang on, I need a drink. How many years you can regress is completely dependent on your level of conscious development, spiritual development, social support, family support, all of that, and your vibrational frequency. You might only be approved for 10 years, you might be approved for 50 years. It's totally dependent on you. How many times? As many times as you want. Literally. You can be alive for the next 500,000 years. You never have to die again with this technology. But you need to be at the higher frequency. For age regression is the highest frequency that required for any changes. Okay, it's out of 1,000 is something like 900. Okay, it's the highest frequency you can have that you need for any medical changes. Okay. Can you describe again the healing wands? Yeah, so the healing wands. Hang on. Ooh. Don't break the chair. Oh my God, wouldn't that be funny if the chair broke and I fell on my ass? I would not be able to stop laughing. Oh, that'd be so funny. And a very early wake-up call. Oh my God. Definitely one to put on the fail army. So the healing wands are about this long. Where are we? About that long. So about 1.5 feet, 2 foot long. Potentially, you might be able to get smaller or longer. And I have not seen them in person. Okay, I have not seen these in person. I've been telepathically shown them. Okay, and they look like silver or grey, metallic kind of long wand. And at the end, there's about an oblong rectangle, rectangle shape head at the end, and it's got a screen on it. And there's, from what I see, there's 2 buttons. Okay, and all you do is you hold it over the area. So say you've got an injury here. Okay, you hold it about this high above the area, and you press scan or something. There's 2 buttons, maybe 3. And on that screen, on the end of the wand, on that rectangle part, it'll show you the injury. Okay, and then you press another button and heal. And while it's healing, a certain color comes up, a green or something color comes up. And then when it's finished, or it's flashing while it's healing, and then when it's finished, it'll come up a different color, or it'll just stop flashing. That's when it's finished. And done. That wand you can use on people, animals, plants, fish, all kinds of different things. Okay, it's really simple, and I believe everyone who receives humanitarian funding will be able to pick up a healing wand. Okay, they won't be. They will be released to the public, so the public can have it when the replicators are released to the public. So it won't be for a while, but the projects will get the replicators and the healing ones first. Okay, so yeah. How long will the NDA and being in hiding last? For the med beds, probably until they're released to the public. The beds are released to the public, whether that be 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, I don't know. But you will have an idea when you go. When we go to RV, will we meet our guides? No. There may be one of the galactics in your redemption appointment. You may walk past them in the hallway. But you're not going to be told that they're a galactic. Okay? Remember, the redemption appointment is a currency exchange. It's not there to meet your guides and to do this and to do that. It's there to exchange your currency. That's it. Okay? You're not going to have time to sit down and have a powwow with a galactic. Alrighty? In and out. In, exchange your currency, and out. Okay? Everything else will come later. If my dog wants to be human, can she be put in a human body? No. Well, yes, it happens all the time, but not like this, no. You are a starseed then? No. No, I'm not a starseed. If you want to know more about me, go back and watch the last chat, my last live that I did. More information about myself and my birth and where I'm from and everything is coming to light, which was previously hidden, and hidden for a good reason. But now it's actually coming up. It's like, okay then. After the procedure, can we go to our work the next day? You can go to work straight from your procedure, if that's what's necessary. How do we know what group we're in for the medbed operators? You won't. Okay? You won't know what group. Each group, you'll be called when it's your time. Okay? You won't know if you're in the first, second, or third wave. Alrighty? You'll be called when you're needed. Alright? Can cremated animals be revived in medbeds? No. For medbed healing to take place and to restore life, there needs to be 5% brain activity. Okay, so cremated, dead, very dead, extremely dead, long past dead, cannot be revived. Okay. Do the CIA secretly train telekinesis? Yes. 100%. After medbed, can I suit up to fight the 7-foot spiders on Mars? Why would you want to? Leave them alone. They're beautiful beings. Leave them alone. When do you think this is going to happen? Nobody knows. Nobody will say. And it all depends on when they release the RV notifications, the redemption appointment notifications. Until then, everyone's in the dark. Okay? So, if you're in your 40s, how could you have 80 years in SSP? Because when they take you, you can spend 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 500 years in the SSP. You literally can. And they will age regress you to the age that they took you and then return you the exact same night that they took you within 15 minutes. Okay? It's the whole time travel thing. Okay? So, yeah, you can do 1,000 years off planet and then come back to Earth and only 15 minutes has passed. Literally. Okay? So, it's really cool. If we have an idea in humanitarian projects, can they assist us, like giving us architects, contractors to implement it, like constructing small houses for seniors with a garden? They will assist you, but they're not going to do it for you. Okay? If you have a project, then the project is yours. It's your responsibility. They will assist you. Okay? That's it. All right, I'm going to do a couple more. I wonder why President Trump can't use medbed. He probably has. Why wouldn't he? He probably has. Okay? So remember, you can heal the internal part of you, but still look the same age on the outside. There's many things medbeds can do. Many, many things. Okay? Many things. This is extremely advanced technology, well beyond our little imaginations. All right? Many, many, many things. Okay, any PTSD, any emotional trauma, mental trauma, lack of confidence, lack of self-belief, all of that, that's your responsibility. The medbeds will not heal that for you. Okay, that's what the healing centers and the spiritual counselors are there for. Okay, it's you have that for a reason. Okay, same with any mental addictions. Okay, they exist for a reason, and that's for you to work through and learn from. Because if they weren't meant for you to learn from them, then you wouldn't have it. Okay, so no, the med beds will not be healing PTSD or anything like that. If you have a child or an animal of extreme abuse, I mean extreme abuse, then those memories can possibly, well, they can be, but maybe suppressed until that person is ready, consciously, spiritually developed enough to tackle those memories. Okay, so it's only in extreme cases will the memories be suppressed until a later time when they will have to deal with it, and they will have to deal with it. Okay. Do med beds remove current tattoos? They can, but again, if you want the tattoo to remain, tell them, don't touch my tattoo. Okay. Okay. I have animals and cannot leave for 3 months. People will just have to wonder. It's not their business. Well, you could always say I'm going on holidays and I've hired a pet carer. Okay, you got to come up with some things. Use your imagination. So if you do get an early medbed treatment, then you probably kids. Then you probably got humanitarian funding, so you can hire someone to take care of your animals. And if you don't want to do that, then tell people you're going away, and then there's someone coming to look after my animals. It's all good. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Remember, expand your mind, expand your thinking. Is it necessary to have Zim bonds as part of the eligibility to receive humanitarian funding? I have some currency but no Zim and a project to expand a service team I created in 2017. I don't believe you need Zim to get humanitarian funding. Remember, it's your vibrational frequency that will get the funding, not so much your currency. Okay, your currency, you'll get the exchange, and then the humanitarian funds on top of that based on your vibrational frequency. Okay. So raise your spirit, vibration, frequency, and register now for a better outcome when you get in the bed. Yeah. The better health you are in, the faster the recovery after, and the faster you'll be in a bed. You won't have to go in a 3-month program to get yourself in order, which you should already be doing as much as you possibly can right now. So, yeah. Someone peeking in your window. Yeah. Or it was a kid that's in front. Come on, go away, please. Move away. Go on. Leave the dogs alone. Move away, please.
You go away. Get away from the door.
Kids and I don't get along on any level. I had meant, how will they know to send us a redemption appointment? Does it make a difference if one has Zim and other kinds? So for the redemption appointments, if you're in any of the Telegram groups for the RV, if you follow Mark Z, Texas Snake, Wolverine, any of those guys, Dinar Recaps, Big Called Universe, all those kinds of people and websites, then they are said to post the notification. Bugs. So yeah, okay, that's how you'll get the notification, by following those people. All right, I'll do one more. Let's see if there's one that we haven't answered before. Let's see. Is schizophrenia considered physical? My nephew has this and homeless by choice. Want to help him? I would say yes. I would say schizophrenia would be physical. Oh dear. Yeah, I would say yes. Will animals still have to be vaccinated? No. They don't need to be vaccinated in the first place. Okay? Neither do we. Alrighty? So no. That's poison. That's toxins. No need to give any of your pets any kind of poison. Same with you. Okay, your body's natural immunity will take care of you. Just believe it. Okay, you already have God's protection. So do your animals. Is there a possibility of time travel that we parents can use to bring back our children from the past who died? No. Okay, you cannot go back and change the past. The past is there for a reason. Okay, if you went back, it would no longer be you. You would literally change your entire future and the future of the world. That is an absolute no. Okay, no. What about an adult who has ADHD? ADHD is a label used to describe people who don't fit into society. I don't know about you, but I don't want to fit into society either. So get rid of ADHD. It's just a label saying someone's different. Yes, they're different. They don't fit into society. They don't fit the mold. Forget that. Okay, forget it. How do you charge the healing ones? I believe they're self-charging. Yeah, I believe they're self-charging. Same with the beds. They have their own power source. You don't need to charge them. Where would I find that live chat about your history? Go onto my channel, tap on where it says live, and then it will be the second one, I think. Let me have a look. Live. Chat, 17th of the 11th is when it will be. When it is. 4 days ago. I think that's the one. I'm sure that's the one. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Okay. Next door is getting very loud. And, yeah. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Everybody have a beautiful, beautiful day. I know I am. It's going to be gorgeous. Now I've got to go walk my dogs before it gets too hot. And have fun. Remember, live in the moment and enjoy. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.